Okay, everybody, welcome. Here we are. This is Dr. D coming to you guys live. I know a little bit out of my usual. This is a Monday evening. Just wanted to kind of start off with a little bit of some concepts here. Kind of watch these slides for a few seconds. All right, there. I hope you guys kind of got a little bit of the message. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. We're going to be talking about, you come in, your neck hurts, your back hurts, or you're a nutrition patient, and I'm treating you because your stomach still hurts and you're having to take the Prilosec. I told you we would help you find a way, hopefully, to get with your MD and get off that medicine, but it's still not happening. And then I check you and I say, keep on your program or keep on your adjustment schedule and you still kind of have a complaint. What you have to understand is that your body is in the middle of healing. It's kind of like I'm a fireman putting out a fire, and you come running out of the house, and you go, "Oh my goodness, my house is on fire." And I go, "Great, ma'am, step out of the way." And I get my fire hose and I'm hosing out hosing down, trying to put out the flames. And then you come up to me and you not tap me on the shoulder and you say, "Okay, can I go back in the house now?" And I go, of course not. It's still on fire. In other words, you're still in acute pain, but I'm doing my job, although there's a problem that is present, right? So that's what's happening. And with your body, you have to understand that just because you don't feel the change all the time, that we're putting out the fire and we're getting you better. And now let's kind of take this example a little bit further. Now you come in, I'm doing a nutrition response testing thing. We're kind of pushing on your arm, checking your muscle reflexes, your organ reflexes for nutritional deficiencies. And basically, what do we see? I'm seeing really good progress. All your reflexes are getting stronger. That means you're getting better. You're doing your diet diary, so you're writing down everything that you eat as you eat it. And we're going over that and we're tweaking that and pulling out the foods that you're maybe sensitive to or just that don't need to be there, like the sugar and the white flour, right? And we're just trying to reduce those. Um, but you're still saying, well, my stomach's upset, or I came in for a rash on my face, and I still have the rash. It didn't go away yet. Well, I'm like, it's less red today than it was last week, so it's a little bit better. So this is again back to my fireman analogy. This is basically now we've put out the fire. You're out of maybe your initial terrible pain, and you're like, okay, I want to go back in my house and start using it again. What happens? You walk inside the house and it's all, it's full of ashes. It's got holes in the wall. It smells like smoke. It's soaking wet. So what do we got to do now? The inflammation, the fire's out, but now we've got to rebuild and repair the damage before you can use it. So that means it's still gonna, the house looks a little ugly during this rebuilding phase. So to put that to you guys, how does that feel with you? That feels basically like I've still got a rash on my cheek. I've still got a stomach ache. I've still got ABC symptom. My back hurts. My neck hurts. That's because we are now in the rebuilding phase. So we're going to be checking. In other words, it's just like the firemen walking through the rooms and going, okay, the main walls are all right. You can send the workmen in here to make sure, he checks it out to make sure that the workmen won't get injured, right? So now we can send in the vitamins and the nutrients that you need. We can start sweeping up the mess. That means we can do the chiropractic adjustment and kind of get those bones off those nerves so that the pinched nerve starts being pinched and hopefully the nerves start working evenly again. But the house is still a mess. There's smoke damage. There's holes in the wall. The carpets are gone. All that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of rebuilding. So then you come back on your 5th visit, your 6th visit, your 10th visit, your 15th visit. Maybe you're a really tough case and you come back on your 45th visit and you still have holes in the wall. You still have damage. But I'm like, look at this. We fixed the living room and we got the new sheetrock up. It just needs to be painted. And then we got to work on the kitchen now and get all the different appliances. So I'm working on your thyroid, let's say. Your thyroid's getting stronger, and cool, we're in good shape there. Now I've got to work on your sinuses. Or maybe I've got to do a chiropractic adjustment to your neck. Or we've got to start working down below on an organ somewhere down here because that's the next room that needs repair. But initially, we had to shore the walls up to make sure the place wouldn't fall down. So I know you want to get in your kitchen and start cooking dinner. I know you're coming to me with your low back pain and you're constipated, but maybe I've got to make your liver a little bit stronger before I can get your intestines working a little better so that the inflammation will go down and then your low back pain will go away. So you're going to need to hang in there with a little bit of confidence. You're going to have to follow my instructions exactly as I give them to you. You're going to have to show up for your visits. You're going to have to do all the things I tell you that you need to do, whether you understand why you need to do them or you don't like to do them. I don't really care because it's like a fireman. It's like you want to run back in the house when it's on fire, but I don't care. I got to put the fire out. Otherwise, you're going to get hurt. I've got to make some corrections based on my knowledge of how your body works and how your body is, if you will, communicating to me that we need to fix certain systems and what order we need to fix those systems in. You may not like the order, but I can't help that. You and I aren't in charge. Your body's in charge. So our job is to listen to your symptoms, but I'm not overly concerned. I'm basically looking for things to change. Sometimes they change for the better. You feel better. You have a bowel movement. You can sit down or you can in the car longer and make a longer trip before your back hurts. Sometimes you feel worse. You get a little nauseous and maybe even you vomit, right? So what does that mean? That means your body's purging or detoxing, getting rid of something because the stomach wasn't able to handle it because you started eating, sugary foods too soon. So you may have a symptom of detox. You may have a symptom of change. It's like now your body's sending energy down those nerves into parts of your body that have been weak. So those muscles are going to all of a sudden tighten up because they're not used to that much energy. So you're going to have more back pain. I'll tell you to maybe use the heating pad, use some of your deep blue essential oil ointment, use some ice, have a massage. We could do some physical therapy. Those things are all, good to kind of make you feel good and get through it. I may offer you a different supplement to deal and get your kidneys working a little bit better. Some Arginex to kind of open up the filters and unclog the filters so that you stop having that kidney pain way down here. But this is all part of the healing process. Just because you had a little discomfort, you should communicate that to me, but it actually doesn't mean you're getting worse. It just means you're not stuck and your body is working through a process. So that's what it takes to get well. So ultimately, I'm focused on wellness. Wellness is optimum functioning of a normal body. So what does that mean? That means if you run and you're not used to running, your legs are going to be sore. Your back's going to hurt. That's normal. It doesn't mean you're not well. It doesn't mean you're not healthy. It just maybe means you need to take a Epsom salt bath, drink some fluids, use some of your deep blue or your essential oils, get in a chiropractic adjustment because you jarred your back a little bit and the muscles weren't able to hold those bones straight, so they got crooked. So now we got to put things back. So the road to getting well is full of good symptoms and full of uncomfortable symptoms. But ultimately, they're symptoms. They don't matter. What I'm really focused on is are your organ systems getting stronger? Is your spine staying in better alignment? Are you gaining good muscle weight and losing unnecessary fat weight? So that's what we're going to be focused on when you get better. So I don't necessarily need to hear about your litany of everything that happened to you all week. When you come in, I just need to know really kind of like three things. Are you the same, better, or worse? Okay, I'm feeling better. Great, get on the table. I'm feeling worse. All right, get on the table. Let's check it out and see where your reflexes are and fix you. This process is going to take time. That's why we did all those initial tests. We did the surface EMG, we did spinal thermography, we did heart rate variability, we did a full body scan and looked for abnormal organ reflexes. We went over your diet in detail, and we're going to keep going over your diet for at least 6 to 9 months before you can stop doing that food diary. That food diary is an important tool for all my nutrition patients. Okay, so these are all things that I use to gauge progress and to see that how you are doing as you get better. So you got to hang in there. You got to do what it takes. A lot of the things you aren't going to like to do, but if I tell you to do them, you need to do them. That's just the bottom line. That's what's going to take to get better. So this is Dr. D. I'm going to wish you guys a happy and healthy day, and I look forward to seeing you on your next visit. If you haven't met me yet and you want to learn how to find what I do or find a practitioner who's similar to my techniques, you can look down below in the description of this video, and there'll be a link to my website, and from there you can get anything you need, other videos, contact information, all that stuff. So give us a like. Hopefully you enjoyed what I said. I didn't drone on too long. Subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to giving some more healthy tips later in the week. You guys have a good night. Bye-bye.